Good evening, friends and colleagues. Your friend Kabiru Abbas is here today again to talk about read a book aloud with me. I want to start by appreciating everyone that is reaching out to us on this program, Read a Book Aloud with Me, and to prepare us ahead for April 23rd, which is World Book and Copyright Day. That is the day we've got a lot of activities lined up, and we hope you will join us. Please stay on this platform to get all our information and messages on Read a Book Aloud with Me and how we are going to celebrate the World Book Day with everyone. Today we are here again to talk about Read a Book Aloud with Me and to take another reading approach. For those of you that have been with us since we started, you would understand that we've been on this journey. This is the 16th day. Today is the 16th day of Read a Book Aloud with Me. And you know that this program is to support our children that are at home because of the COVID-19 lockdown at home. Our children should not lose much of their academic program. This is why we are bringing this program to you, and particularly to also reduce learning poverty and to increase reading and literacy. Reading particularly is a foundational skill that is required by all children. All children requires to know how to read, because if they can read at younger age, then they will be able to do whatever they want to do in life. Whatever profession that these children wants to go into in the future, it is important that they learn and they know how to read. So this is to tell you why reading is very important. And particularly read aloud. The more children read aloud, the more they become fluent and the more they can comprehend. That takes me to the model that we are using, which is the balanced literacy model. I repeat that, balanced literacy model, that is the model we are reading so that our children can learn how to read faster. And we also understood all the features of balanced literacy model. It's a model that encompasses 6 soft skills. Skills such as phonics, phonemic awareness, comprehension, vocabulary development, fluency, and pronunciation. All these 6 are very important for our children, and that is why we are laying more emphasis on this. Just like we used to say that we are also using the World Bank framework of learning poverty. Learning poverty says that a 10-year-old child should be able to read and comprehend simple story. 10-year-old should be able to read and comprehend simple story. So if we continue to read with our children and continue to take them through all these approaches, then they can read and comprehend simple story. And it is also important for us to start at younger age. That is why we are starting with infants and with children. In fact, empirical researches have shown that if we start this with infants of 3 months, 4 months, 5 months old, by the time they become 3 years, they will have learned a lot of vocabularies and their reading will have improved. So this has been tested and it has been a major lesson for all of us. Now, we've taken a lot of approaches since we started this 15 days ago. We've done different types of reading. We've done pairwise reading, we've done echo reading, we've done shared reading, we've done participatory reading, we've done teacher-student reading. We've done a lot of these different approaches. And now, we've done also FORI. We've done timed repeated reading. So today we are taking on another approach, very interesting approach we'll be taking on today, and that approach is called Buddhi reading. Buddhi in the form of friendship, like you say, it's my Buddhi, it's my friend. So that is the approach that we are using today. So what the Buddhi approach is talking about is that it is good for children to read in pair. It's like the peer reading and also the shared reading. In fact, it's a combination of the two, paired reading and shared reading. Two friends will be reading the same book, and they will then find time to share their lessons or whatever they are reading. And it doesn't know boundary or geographical location. A child can be in Abuja and the Buddhi can be in Ogun State. Child A can be in Nigeria while child B is in the US. They identify the book they want to read together, and after some time of reading, the one in Nigeria can call the one in the US and explain what she has learned from what he or she had read. While the one from the US can also call or send a message, send a Facebook message, Instagram, WhatsApp, to also explain what she had read to the friend in Nigeria. And that's where it got the name Buddhi reading approach. Friendship reading approach. Now, the Buddhi need to agree on the book they want to read. They identify that. Then in their own location, they will identify the time they want to be reading and find a convenient reading point. Like I said, they should read the same book. It's the same book. It may be a story book. It may be another form of book that they want to read. But the most important thing is that they are reading the same book and they want to explain whatever is the lesson from that. I tell you, you need to try this approach at home. If you try it, you will see the importance of this approach, and I'm sure that you will try it and give us your feedback. So I've explained the process of a Buddhi reading approach to you. Two friends, either in the same location or in different location, they select the same type of book, they know when they want to read, and they also identify when they want to call or to explain whatever they are reading to their friends. They can either read and explain via any means. Technology has made it easy now for students to connect in different locations where they are. So that is the approach we will be reading today. We've got our readers. One reader is here and the other reader is in another location. I need to confirm from our friend later whether the other reader is in Kaduna or she's also in Abuja, but they are in different locations. They want to read the same book. You Are My Hero, How Children. My Hero Is You, How Children Can Prevent Coronavirus. You can see that they want to read an interesting storybook today. My Hero Is You, How Children Can Prevent Coronavirus. That's the book they want to read. Now, let's go to our reader, the one that is here, the reader that is in-house here. He will read, then we'll call the reader in the other location and explain to her what he had read. That one will also respond and also explain the lesson she had learned from the book they have read. Remember that they are reading the same book. They are reading the same type of book. That is what both of them are reading. And let's see the lessons that they are going to share from that same book that they have read or they are reading. So now we'll go to the first reader. You tell us the title of the book, and then you read for us. After reading, then you will explain to your buddy, your friend that is another location. Come along with me. The children that is in house is now ready to read. Thank you.
Good day, everyone. My name is Faria Abbas, and we are going to be practicing Buddhi reading today. The name of the story that we are reading is My Hero Is You, How Children Can Fight Coronavirus. I'll start it now. Sarah's mom is her hero because she is the best mom and the best scientist in the world. But even Sarah's mom cannot find a cure for the coronavirus. What does COVID-19 look like? Sarah asked her mom. COVID COVID-19 or the coronavirus is so tiny we can't see it, said her mom, but it spreads in the coughs and sneezes of the people who are sick. And when they touch people who people or things around them, people who are sick get a fever and a cough and can have some trouble breathing, so we can't fight if it because we can't see it, Sarah asked. We can fight it, said Sarah's mom. That's why I need you to be safe, Sarah. I The virus affects many kind of people, and everyone can help you us fight it. Children are special and they can help too. You need to stay safe for all of us. I need you to be my hero. Sarah laid in bed that night and did not feel like a hero at all. She felt upset. She wanted to go to school, but her school was closed. She wanted to see her friend, but it was not safe. Sarah wanted the coronavirus to stop scaring her world. Heroes have superpowers, she said to herself, closing her eyes to sleep. What do I have? Suddenly, a gentle voice whispered her name in the darkness. Who's there? Sarah whispered back. What do you need to be a hero, Sarah? The voice asked her. I need a way to tell all the children in the world how, how to protect themselves so they can protect everyone else, said Sarah. So what do you need to do? Be the voice asked. Be the voice asked. I need something that can fly, something with a big voice, something that can help. With a whoosh, something amazing stepped into the moonlight.
Have you not finished the first 5 days? So what do you need to do? Okay, now he had read that book now. He now wants to call the buddy, the friend that is another location, so that he will explain whatever he had read and the lesson he learned from this to that buddy. We put this on speaker.
Hello, Taylor. Hello.
Hello, my friend.
I just finished reading a story named My Hero Is You. I think the story is very interesting. Yes, I think you should read the story too.
Okay, let me read. Sarah's mom is her hero because she is the best mom and the best scientist in the world. But even Sarah's mom cannot find a cure for the coronavirus. What does COVID-19 look like? Sarah asked her mom. COVID-19 or the coronavirus is also tiny. We can't see it, said her mom, but it spread in the cough and sneeze of people. People who asked. The story is talking about Sarah mom is her hero and the best scientist in the world. But even Sarah found the cure for the coronavirus. Sarah asked her mom, what does the coronavirus look? What does
You
COVID
also
19 look
explain to
like?
her what you understood in the book.
Her mom explained coronavirus and told her how she can fight it.
That she actually it actually said that she's it actually said that that she needs to keep her safe, that children that she needs her to be her hero.
Okay,
Continue.
COVID. Sarah said Sarah laid down on her bed and fell upset. She wanted to go to school, but her school was closed. She wanted to also go to her friends, but it was not safe. In the next, she was thinking about how she could be a hero. So she sorry, a voice now talked to her gently.
It said that the thing was talking that she heard a voice just in the darkness of her room.
Okay.
But what did you learn in the story? What did you learn in the story? Tell her that.
So, Taylor, what did you learn in the story?
About COVID-19 and how we can fight it.
I also learned that same thing. I also learned that it doesn't matter
And
what
how we
it
and
doesn't
how
matter
we can
what age you
our
are or how tall or big you are, that you can fight coronavirus, also known as
and it's not
COVID-19.
mountain and how to keep ourselves safe. That's what I learned about the story.
Thank you.
And tomorrow.
Yeah. Bye
Tomorrow.
bye.
Bye bye. See
Bye.
you.
Have
See
a
you.
nice day.
Thank you. Have a same to you. See you next time.
Bye.
Okay, thank you, kids. I'm sure you've seen that. Very lovely and very interesting. Um, they were apart. One is somewhere, maybe in Kaduna or somewhere, and the other one was in Abuja. And the two of them were able to agree on the book they want to read. They actually read a very interesting storybook, a book that all of us should be reading now. All children around the world should be reading this book, because this book is talking about the coronavirus, what children can do, how they can prevent themselves, how they can prevent the spread, what and what they should know about hand washing, about social distancing, about staying at home, and all that. So this book provides that opportunity for children to learn a lot of things. There are also a lot of issues around grammar there, pandemic, COVID, COVID-19, coronavirus. So when children read this and when they interact with one another in different locations, they can share different ideas. You can imagine a lot of our children in very disadvantaged communities, either in rural community or in slum community, that have not heard about the coronavirus. A lot of them have not heard about it, or they don't know what to do about it, even some adults. So if we use this approach between children in urban communities and rural community, you will see how impactful that will. Not just they will improve their reading skills and literacy skills, but they will also exchange ideas about a global issue, because coronavirus now is a global issue that is happening everywhere. Irrespective of wherever you stay or wherever children are, all of them should learn about coronavirus, and they should also learn about what to do. It's also helping children to stay on their books and stay on their academics. You can imagine some children now, they are at home since the school are closed for almost 3 weeks now. They've not read anything and they've not done anything. But if we introduce this body approach to them, this body reading approach, then children will be able to read and understand a lot of more concepts, and also improve their own vocabulary, increase their comprehension, improve their fluency within this period. It's an approach that has been found to be very interesting, and you could see from what the kids themselves were able to say after reading that same passage. Child A that is in Abuja was able to call the child that was in Borno to try to explain to her what he had read. And the child from Borno also called back the child in Abuja to explain what she too had read and the lesson she had picked from that passage. So this is another very powerful and interesting read aloud methodology, the body reading approach, or also the friendly reading approach. So parents, colleagues, and everyone at home, I hope you've learned one thing or the other today from this approach we use, and I hope that you will be able to practicalize this in your own home. So what we are going to be doing in the next 4 days, as we approach the World Book and Copyright Day, we are going to be doing this approach. And we are going to have children in different parts of the world will be joining us in this approach. We have children in the UK reading with children in Nigeria, children in Kaduna State reading with children in Lagos State, children in Benue State reading with children in Ogun State, children in Kaduna State reading with children in Taraba State. So this is the approach we want to do. If you want your kid or your child to be part of this, please let us know. Our partners in the different states, please get ready and get prepared for this. Get ready and get prepared for this. Children in different, our partners in different parts of the country. So our friend Doris Sakama, please get your children ready in Kaduna. Our friend Mary from Benue, Mrs. Mary Agu, please get children ready from Benue that can read with children in Abuja. Ali Kolo from Borno, please get children ready that can read with children from Ogun State. Our friend from Lagos, please get ready so that we can get children that will read with your daughter from Taraba. So this is the approach we will be using, and they will be reading that same storybook on coronavirus, so that we can use that opportunity to create awareness on the importance of what children should learn and should know, and how to create awareness, about coronavirus. I hope that you also join us to do this. Thank you everyone that is online today. We've taken another approach, another read aloud approach today, which is the or the friendly reading approach, where you have readers in different locations reading to one another and explaining and summarizing and telling the lessons from the storybook they have read. I hope you enjoy our episode today on the building approach, and I hope that you practicalize the timed repeated reading that we told you about, where children can read a whole paragraph. You count the number of words in that paragraph. The words that the children are able to read or pronounce correctly are the ones they pronounce correctly. The ones they could not spell or they could not pronounce correctly, get that one. So when you deduct the one they could not read correctly from the ones they read correctly, you get the one that they read correctly. So the total number of words that they were able to read correctly, divide that by the total number of words. The total number of words in the paragraph that they have read, and you divide that by 30. So that will give you percentage accuracy of such a child. That will give you percentage accuracy of such a child. I can see that our partner in Kaduna is just coming online. Doris, welcome. What we've read today is called the body reading. Buddy reading. It's like friendly reading. Two friends in different locations reading the same book and taking time to explain what they learned in that book. So reader A can be in Abuja. Reader A can be in Abuja, and reader B can be in Kaduna. So whatever, they are reading the same book, and the reader A in Kaduna can then call reader B in Abuja after she had read, to explain the lesson and summarize what she had read to reader A in Abuja. Also, reader B in Maiduguri read the same passage with reader A in Abuja, and after some time, she called reader A in Abuja to explain what she understood from what she read and the lesson. And the book we are reading is teaching children about how to beat coronavirus, the COVID-19. And you can see that this is a global issue now. This is the global pandemic that children too need to learn about it, and also how to beat it and how to prevent the spread of coronavirus. So what's the benefit of this reading methodology? One is building friendship between children. You can build friendship between children that are not in the same location. It also increases their level of comprehension, because before children can explain what they read in a paragraph, they should have been reading and they should comprehend whatever they have read. So that tells you that this type of approach is also helping to build and improve comprehension in children. It also helps to improve fluency and accuracy in children, and also help children to be on top of global issues. From this, children can also know issues around them, either social issues, either technical issues, either cultural issues around them. They can exchange ideas about that. So that is what we've read today, and I said that in the next 4 or 5 days, up to 23rd, when we'll be doing the Word Book and Copyright Day, this is the approach we want to be taking. So please get your children prepared in Kaduna, Meriagu, get your children prepared in Benue, Ikeoluwa. I don't know whether you are in Lagos or in Ogun. Please get your children prepared. Tola, please get those children prepared. Adega Taiwo, I know you are in Ijebu-Ode. Get those children prepared so that we can pair them with another children in another location, and they can. We will send this story book to you. This book on how children can beat COVID-19. We want them to read that book in the next 4 days so that children can also learn a lot about coronavirus, how to prevent it, and all that. So thank you everyone that has participated with us today. Thank you, our reader from Abuja, our readers from Maiduguri, our readers from Kaduna. Thank you so much. We really appreciate your interest, and we hope that you are really finding this very fun too. You are enjoying yourselves, and it's very productive and very useful to you and your parents. You can imagine if a student is reading this and explaining it to his or her illiterate parents, because we have parents that are not functionally literate that also need to learn about coronavirus. So if this child was able to read it, he or she can then explain it to the parents, and from there we're also spreading and sensitizing people on the coronavirus. So this is why this approach is very powerful, it's very impactful, and it's also very fun. The children had their fun, and myself too, the facilitator of the reading process, I really enjoyed the fun because I learned one other approach of fighting coronavirus and what the children themselves can do. So thank you everyone. I remain your friend Kabiru Abbas, the initiator of Read a Book Aloud with me. As we prepare towards April 23rd, please everyone should join the train, join the movements to improve reading culture in Nigeria and to reduce learning poverty in Nigeria. I remain your friend once again, Kabiru Abbas. Thank you, everyone, today. Engineer Abba Ibrahim, thank you. Doris, thank you. Princess Natasha, thank you. Miriagu, thank you. Ikelu Alawa, thank you. Ajasa Omotola, thank you. Adeiga Taiwo, thank you. And every other person that is online or that joined us and also reading with children in their home, in their neighborhood, you are doing a very great and important job. Thank you, everyone. Till I come your way again tomorrow, please be prepared to nominate the children that is going to read with some other children around the globe. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone, and have a nice evening. Bye. I'll see you tomorrow by 5:30. Bye-bye.